What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a 5 things that I absolutely hate about the DR650, and if you're a new rider, definitely stay tuned because some of these might be deal breakers for you if you're about to buy a DR650. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, let's get into it. The first thing that I hate about the DR650 is that the weight. It's so light, and especially on the freeway. My DR650 is about 325 pounds. Now that's after I dumped the old heavy stock exhaust and put on a much better sounding and lighter FMF pipe. I also took off the kickstand, cutoff switch, and did a couple other weight saving mods as well. So my gripe is, if it's really windy out, especially in Nashville on the freeway, I get blown around quite a bit. I personally weigh 140 pounds, so you might not even have this problem, but it's nerve-wracking when 2 giant-ass semis are flying by and a big gust of wind almost pushes you off the road. It's scary, man. Otherwise, the lightweight could also be a pro. If you enjoy off-roading and you dump your bike, even if you have chicken arms, you'll be able to pick this bike up no problem. Alright, the second thing I don't like about the DR650 is the neutral sending unit bolts. They love to come loose and possibly destroy your engine. When I first bought my bike, one neutral sending unit bolt already fell out, and it was floating around at the bottom of my engine casing, which if it would have ever gotten caught in the engine for me tipping it over, saying going off-road, and it got in between any moving engine parts, that could have killed my bike instantly. So to ensure this doesn't happen, you need to take off the clutch case cover, take off the clutch and the clutch housing, just to Loctite these bolts into place. That job was a freaking headache, and it took half a day. It's no fun at all, but it's something you absolutely have to do if you're going to buy the DR650 and want it to securely run for a long period to come. Alright, the third thing I hate about the DR650 is that it sits really high, which can be a positive and a negative. It's great that you can pop over curbs and logs anytime you want, but it also means you can't knee drag any twisty roads like a Ninja or Ducati can. The DR650's seat height is 34.8 inches, which me being 5'10", I just barely can flat foot the bike. Not having a lower seat, especially for, gaining confidence as a beginner, is a bit weary when you can't put your feet down on something, especially if you're like going over large rocks on a gnarly trail. It gets to be a little scary at times, but overall it's not too bad. Alright, so the fourth thing that I don't like about the DR650 is the gas tank volume. This bike has a 3.4 gallon tank, which doesn't seem that bad, but it is, because a half a gallon of the reserve never seems to want to come out for some strange reason. Let me know in the comments if your reserve fuel acts goofy on your DR650 as well, and if it actually gets used. So in actuality, I have a 2.9 gallon gas tank, which with my power mods like a bigger carburetor and better airflow mods, I only get about 100 miles per tank. And yes, I ride sometimes pinning the throttle, and yes, I could, get a bit better gas mileage, but 100 miles per tank is around my average, which really sucks. I have added an additional 1.3 gallon tank on my rear rack, so that is my safety backup when I ride. And, if I'm going out to a national forest, or if I'm going fishing or hiking on kind of like, a way out, adventure, it's kind of a good workaround to have that, and it's just a real nice safety net. Alright, and the last and final thing, number 5, that I don't like about the DR650 is that the engine case covers, they're made out of magnesium alloy, which can be punctured easily, especially if you're rock crawling or going off-road and you hit a weird jagged wall or some stone hits your case. That can really, puncture it and just leave it leaking oil all over the place. And this is something you never want to have if you're, in a far off place and you're, in a single trail track, it's going to be really hard to get that bike all the way back to your car if it's leaking oil like crazy. So thankfully they have kind of like a pretty cheap workaround where you can buy case covers off of Amazon, and they usually only cost like 30-40 bucks, so they're not terrible. But this is just one more thing that I wish if the DR650 could have improved on in way earlier iterations. Alright, that is it for me, guys. If you like my videos, be sure to slap that subscribe button like it owes you money. Alright, peace out, guys and girls. Y'all stay safe and have fun out there. I appreciate all the comments. Keep on throwing them down there. I'll try to help you guys out as much as I can, and I'll see y'all on the next adventure. Peace.